Hello, welcome to Library Connection. I'm Mandy Cantrell, Youth Services Director at the B.B. Comer Memorial Library in Sylacauga. Before I get started with the program, I want to thank TV47 and today Chris, especially for helping us put on our program. I appreciate all they do for us at the library. Today we're going to talk about an upcoming event that I know you do not want to miss. I have Patrick McDonald and Michael Vick joining me from SAFE's Southern Dance and Performing Arts Musical Theater Group.
That is a mouthful, isn't it?
I got it. I don't even have it written down, and I got it. I'm
You
so
did.
proud of myself today. Thank y'all so much for being here.
Thank you for having us. This
Early
is great.
this morning. Great. So, Beauty and the Beast is the performance, right?
Yes, it is.
Good,
It is the Disney version of Beauty and the Beast. So all the songs that people know are going to be in the show. Come sing along if you like to, and it's going to be a great time. It's going to be an amazing show to watch, to listen to, and to be a part of.
Right, great. Now, I know you're in it, Michael. Is that correct? You are
Gaston.
Gaston. Okay, and if you've seen the version, I know the Disney version, I know Gaston. That'll be so much fun. Well, before we get started, let's tell when it is, where to get tickets, things like that.
Okay. The show is going to be on October 21st, 22nd, 23rd, 29th, and 30th at 7 p.m. at B.B. Comer High School Auditorium. So right here in Sylacauga. It'll start at 7 o'clock each night, and we invite everyone to come out. It's a show for all ages.
Great. Can you buy tickets at the door or get them online?
We will have tickets available at the door. I don't think we're going to be able to sell it out this time because B.B. Comer is a very large auditorium.
Yeah.
But you can also go online at sdpac.net. That's sdpac.net, and right there at the top of the page, click the link, and you'll be guaranteed your tickets in case it does get a little bit tight. We're not selling the whole auditorium, but we do have a limited number we can sell by contract. But I think we've still got lots of tickets available.
Good. Well, that is so nice to have it 2 weekends.
Yes.
That'll be fun. That'll be fun. Okay, now Patrick, what is your role in this production?
I'm the director of the show, and I'm also the director of the musical theater program at SDPAC, so that all kind of works together. And I coordinate all of the volunteers and all of the cast as we're doing the rehearsals. I come up with the stuff, how we want to stage it on stage, and then run the rehearsals, run the volunteers backstage, and just kind of oversee everything. Thank goodness we've got so many great volunteers in this show.
Right. That sounds like a job right there. A lot to do.
Well, it is, but I really love doing it. It is a labor of love here.
This is not your main job now, right?
No. I'm a computer engineer who likes to use both halves of my brain sometimes.
That's great, though, to have that. You're doing computers during the day, maybe some at night, just different times, and then this is a very creative outlet for you.
It is. It's a lot of fun, and I love working with the cast that we've had, and I love working with the crew behind the scenes, putting things together, putting magic on stage, and we're going to have some magical moments in this as well.
Good. Well, I love the movie Beauty and the Beast, so this will be fun. Now, Michael, you are Gaston.
Yes, ma'am.
Is this your first performance with Southern Dance and Performing Arts?
No, ma'am. My first performance with SDPAC was Frozen, where I played Kristoff.
Oh, okay. You were Christopher. But this is, even that was not your first time. You've been in Community Playhouse, haven't you? What parts did you play there?
Well, I started SCP back in 2017 when they did Aladdin Jr.
Yes.
And I played Guard 1. And then they did Tom Sawyer, where I played Tom Sawyer.
Yes, I remember.
And then they did Alice in Wonderland, and I was King of Hearts. And then they did Secret Garden, where I was Toby Flathers.
Wow.
And then I did SDPAC, and then it was Frozen.
Keeping track. Keeping track of all of that, I know. Yeah, gosh. Now you are homeschooled, but you're from here in Sylacauga, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And very involved in your church, things like that, things going on?
Yes, ma'am. I play the drums at our church, and I'm also part of the youth drum team.
Oh, okay, wonderful. Well, I know you have a lot of lines to learn for this. How do you manage to fit all that in with school and church, and if you play the drums and things you have to practice?
Yes, ma'am. Well, it was actually fairly easy because I kind of I mean, the lines aren't exactly how they are in the movie, but I
Right.
kind of they're very similar. I kind
Oh,
of
yes.
remembered them from the movie. I didn't really have to memorize anything.
That's great. I never thought of that. If it's very much like the Disney movie, then that's a plus. That's great. Awesome. How fun. You already know the storyline.
Yes, ma'am.
And you're Gaston. Now, do you have to speak with an accent?
Not an accent. I talk with like a deeper, manlier voice.
Uh-huh.
Um,
Wow.
I don't really do an accent though.
Oh, okay. It's been a while since I've seen Beauty and the Beast. My girls are older, but I'm going to come see this one.
Oh, good.
That'll be great. That'll be great. Now, we talked a little bit. This is not a Grimm's fairy tale, I know. You said it's a French fairy tale.
It is. It was written in the, I believe, the 1800s. It's set in around the 1600s.
Okay.
But it was a period of time where across the world, people were collecting these folk tales. The Grimm brothers are probably the most famous. But there were fairy tales that were being pulled together, and this one was written by a Frenchman back in the 1800s.
Oh my goodness. Well, probably most of us only know the Disney version.
Exactly.
And I'm glad. That's why you're doing that. That'll be fun. How did you choose this particular production?
This one is one that we had on our radar for a while, and we had, it is a really, really fun musical. And we chose to do it, really, we got down to the end of our choosing period. I had another one slated, but discovered we had a conflict with another theater. So this one moved from like 2 years out to we're going to put this one on now because we needed to put one in. But you know, all the hustle that you see behind the scenes is kind of like a duck on the water. It looks very smooth on top, and the theater going 90 miles an hour down underneath. So you know that all happened behind the scenes, but it's really come together well. I've been really proud of the cast and really proud of everybody who's been working on it.
Wonderful. Well, now talk about your cast. Is it students from your musical theater class?
I think all of my musical theater students are in it, but it's much bigger than our musical theater.
Right.
This one even has adults in roles.
Okay.
We have a wide range of ages for this show, and I think our cast is 39 on stage and a dozen or more backstage. So it's a really, really big and ambitious show, which is why I had it slated a couple of years out.
Well, I think it's going to come off without a hitch, though. That'll be great.
It is. We have had so much support, so much volunteer work, so much. The cast has been working and working and working, dancing, and until it makes me exhausted watching them. And you know, we've had tremendous support from the community as well.
Great, great. We're going to pause for a commercial break, and we'll be right back and talk some more with Michael and Patrick.
Customers and excellence in all areas. With constant improvements to our facilities, to adding new products and services to better serve you, our team is fully engaged in all the communities we serve. First Bank of Alabama knows that time is money, so we offer hometown services with advanced technology that allows you to bank on your own schedule. We want to be your community bank, so stop by. Come see us at First Bank of Alabama, where you're always first.
Marble City Pharmacy in Sylacauga is your destination for the highest quality health care. Our knowledgeable pharmacists are always available for questions about your medications or advice on taking over-the-counter products and supplements. Our friendly staff can assist you in choosing from our full lines of compression hose and medical equipment. And don't forget our gift department. We have a great selection of unique gifts for every occasion. Stop by and see us today. Marble City Pharmacy, here for life.
Coosa Valley Medical Center, one of the top 10 hospitals in Alabama, is also Sylacauga's largest employer. Services from the emergency room, to surgery, to cancer treatment, to post-stroke care. You won't believe what's right in your backyard. It's Coosa Valley Medical Center in Sylacauga. So, if you're sick in Alabama, choose one of the top 10 hospitals in Alabama. That is Coosa Valley Medical Center.
Welcome back to Library Connection. I'm talking with Michael Vick and Patrick McDonald about Safe Southern Dance and Performing Arts production of Beauty and the Beast coming up in just a few weeks. Right?
Yes, actually on the 21st, so it's right around the corner.
That's great. Where does the money come from to put on this type production?
Well, it began with Safe having enough faith in us to let us do our first show. The proceeds from every show feed back into the next.
Good.
But we have been really gratified because we have some tremendous sponsors, not just locally, but statewide. The program is being recognized. The Alabama Arts Alliance has given us a massive grant for this season that is allowing us to really not have to worry about a lot of the minutia of the budget. Also, the Alabama Arts Alliance, the Tag Commission, for 2 straight years has given us a grant from the Support the Arts license tags, and we do invite all of your listeners, all your watchers, to purchase the Arts Alliance tags, put it on the back of their car, because those dollars are actually coming back into your community to support arts here. Also, the State Council on the Arts, the Talladega County Volunteer Program, because we have so many volunteers that work with our show. Hendrickson Properties, Camellia Homes, and Heritage South Credit Union have all sponsored this show, and we are so grateful for it, because without those kind of sponsorships, the ticket sales go a long way, but the sponsorships are really what put us over the top.
Good. And it's nice to see our own community in support, but having statewide support, that gets you known statewide.
Exactly.
For doing that.
Yeah, and you locally you can be the big fish in a small pond, but when you are actually getting large awards on the state level, it really tells you you're doing the right thing, you're headed the right direction, and you're putting quality shows on the stage.
Wow, it's so nice to have the arts back in town with Community Playhouse and with y'all. It's so fun. And I know you draw people from other areas to participate. Is that correct?
Oh yes, we've got cast coming from probably a 50-mile radius.
Oh, goodness.
And in very, very good big roles, some small roles, some big roles, but the radius just increases every time, because we enjoy what we do, and
they've heard good things about it.
Absolutely. They're coming from a lot of our audiences. Yeah, they come to see a show, and then I want to get involved. People who are watching this today may say, I've seen a show, I'd like to get involved. Come on, be involved.
Good. Now, is there a website? It's SDPAC?
SDPAC.net.
That's right.
SDPAC.net.
Great. And Michael is wearing the T-shirt from the production, right? Those will be sold, I think. Isn't that correct? I think, yes. How fun to be a part of Beauty and the Beast. How fun. Okay, let's tell one more time. There are school performances. I mean, there's performances for the public, and then performances for the school. Now, if I want to go and buy tickets,
you have to buy the tickets for the public performances. They're October 21st, 22nd, 23rd, 29th, and 30th at 7 p.m. at B.B. Comer High School Auditorium. The school shows, I read online from one of the updates, are absolutely sold out. We can't fit another school in with the shows that we've got scheduled. So it's the support from the schools has been incredible.
That's great. So the schools bring their students to Comer High School, the big auditorium, and they watch the performance and go back.
Yes.
How fun. And that's nice, because this is something most kids have seen, probably. It's not so old that kids haven't seen it, or it's a classic kind of,
It's a tale as old as time.
Now you're going to break into song here in a minute. That is great. Do you have to sing, Michael?
Yes.
I'm sorry. Do you get to sing?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, great.
Pretty sure, I'm singing all of them, because everyone backstage is singing in every song.
Oh, okay.
But I'm pretty sure I sing in 3 maybe.
Oh, good. Now this is a musical. There's some dance in there. Is that correct?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're a dance studio.
That makes perfect sense too. Well, that's fun. So you get to do a little bit of everything. And I know you talked a little bit about the people backstage, the stage manager. You have to have a choreographer, makeup. Whoever plays the Beast, I can't imagine the makeup and all that they have.
And then with a lot of the magic we're doing with that too, it's there's going to be a lot wrapped around that. But I can tell you, I mean, everybody backstage has been just really pulling hard. I would like to shout out, though, to Dana Thylacker, who is managing our costumes. This is a costume show.
Oh,
and she has put some amazing costumes together. If you come to watch nothing else, if you have no other expectations other than, wow, how did she do that with the costumes? She and her team have been absolutely on top of it with the costumes. I've been so proud.
I bet that is there. I know it's beautiful. I can't wait to see that. That'll be fun. That'll be fun.
And it's worth the price of admission to see Michael pose on stage.
Yep.
He does some nice posing.
You do.
You wanna give us a pose?
Yeah.
Yeah.
These water guns, look at that.
Oh, yeah. I love it. How fun. How fun. I mean, it is fun to take on another role of a character. Right? You enjoy that?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
Wow. Now, what's your favorite part of this production?
I think that of the whole production, my favorite part in it is the mob song part. That's like my favorite song. And that scene just
Okay.
around it, it's just my favorite.
Yeah. Great. Everybody has their favorite, I guess. Maybe you don't. I don't know. Everything is.
Well, we don't admit it.
Okay.
It's like, who's your favorite child?
That's right. That's true. That's true. So, the school performances are schools in our area. I'm sorry, I'm back on that now.
Yes.
And probably almost packing the, I don't know if you pack the auditorium, but a lot of kids. That is so fun.
Reasonably packing.
I think it's great for kids to see live theater.
Right.
A lot of children don't. A lot of adults don't have a chance to do that. Maybe there's not money to travel to Montgomery to the Shakespeare or to Birmingham to see live performances. So that's great.
Well, live theater gives you so much more than even watching it on a screen. The screen they've gone through, it's perfect. They've done a million takes if they have to. When you get into live theater, you are going to see people having to improvise on stage, having to handle when someone misses their line or hits a different line.
Right.
You're going to also see a depth of character you don't get in the movies, because the movies have to appeal to a very general audience, where theater dives into the characters and you can see the expressions on their faces and you can see the way they carry. And the way we're telling this story is not the same way. We're using the same script, but it's not the same as you've seen on the movies. There are depths of character that we've been working with the actors to explore, to find those growth moments and those growth patterns for all the characters in the show.
That's fun. That's great. Well, when you mentioned, because it's live, you do make mistakes sometimes, Michael. And could I ask you this question? It says you won the Sylacauga Community Playhouse Dolly Award for the best blooper.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you tell me about that? That's so fun.
Okay, so I think it might have been like one of the last shows of Tom Sawyer that we did. And around the end, on the scene where Huck, Tom, and Joe get on the raft.
Yes.
How we did that was I had like a little stick that I would make it look like I was in a little river.
Yes.
And they would have ropes off stage, though, pulling it, making it look like it was moving around. What happened was the people on the right side of the stage pulled it a little too hard, too quickly, and I fell off and smacked my face on the stage.
Oh, no.
And it hurt really bad, but I didn't really feel it because of the adrenaline, I guess.
Yes.
And I was panicking because I didn't know what to do.
Oh,
so I just got up and I was like, "Thanks, Huckleberry." And then everyone left, but there was like a very large red spot on my face.
Oh, no.
It hurt a lot.
Oh, no. Well, you covered that very well, and that may have, that could easily have happened in real life. How fun. Well, that means you've been doing this a while and you're very good at it, that you can recover from that, I think. That's awesome. Well, we're going to pause for another commercial break, and we'll be right back and talk some more with Michael and Patrick.
Since 1848, First Bank of Alabama has been dedicated to our customers and excellence in all areas. With constant improvements to our facilities, to adding new products and services to better serve you, our team is fully engaged in all the communities we serve. First Bank of Alabama knows that time is money, so we offer hometown services with advanced technology that allows you to bank on your own schedule. We want to be your community bank, so stop by. Come see us at First Bank of Alabama, where you're always first.
Marble City Pharmacy in Sylacauga is your destination for the highest quality health care. Our knowledgeable pharmacists are always available for questions about your medications or advice on taking over-the-counter products and supplements. Our friendly staff can assist you in choosing from our full lines of compression hose and medical equipment. And don't forget our gift department. We have a great selection of unique gifts for every occasion. Stop by and see us today. Marble City Pharmacy, here for life.
Coosa Valley Medical Center, one of the top 10 hospitals in Alabama, is also Sylacauga's largest employer. Services from the emergency room to surgery to cancer treatment to post-stroke care. You won't believe what's right in your backyard. It's Coosa Valley Medical Center in Sylacauga. So, if you're sick in Alabama, choose one of the top 10 hospitals in Alabama. That is Coosa Valley Medical Center.
Hello, welcome back to Library Connection. I'm talking with Patrick McDonald, who is the director of Safe Southern Dance and Performing Arts production of Beauty and the Beast, and with Michael Vick, who plays Gaston. I love to say that. Not Gaston, Gaston, that's fun. Michael, do you think you'd like to keep performing?
Yes, ma'am. I think that in the future, if everything goes as planned, I would like to continue doing the acting stuff, hopefully.
Good. You've got a little while to finish high school and then in college. I think it's great that you have students in these productions because they're learning, maybe I want to pursue this as a career, or maybe I just enjoy it and want to do it as a hobby,
Sure.
kind of.
And teaching Michael in the musical theater class, I'm blow your horn for a minute, but he is an amazing improv actor. He gets to show some of those chops if something happens wrong on stage. But he really is. When we start doing improv lessons, he is right on top of it, and I've been really impressed with what he brings to it and the amount of thought he brings into it.
Wow. Is that part of the class?
It is. It's part of the lessons of the class.
Wow. Is that hard, Michael?
Well, it's nerve-wracking. I wouldn't necessarily say it's hard because you're just saying what's ever on top of your head.
Oh,
it's scary because you think, oh, what if I say something that doesn't make any sense?
Well, the good thing is you're just in class.
Yeah.
So great. How fun. Now, I know one thing you're having with the school performance, maybe it's the school performances or the public performances, is you're having someone come and interpret, I don't even know how to phrase it, American Sign Language. Just talk about that.
Yeah, the part of the grant that we got from the License Tag Commission, I believe, this year was to sponsor interpreters from the Alabama State, the School for the Blind and Deaf up in Talladega. And they're sending interpreters to interpret our shows for select audiences. If you're interested in that, you can contact SDPAC at 256-245-1669. I'm hoping I'm getting that phone number right.
We can look it up.
Yeah, it's on the poster. It's on the poster.
Right.
But you can contact them for the specific dates for the interpreted shows. But even watching the interpreters is an amazing performance in and of itself because they're having to bring all of this in for those who can't hear it and giving them a musical experience. And it really is an amazing job that they do.
Goodness. American Sign Language is beautiful to me.
It is.
I mean, most of the time I've seen it, it's been with a song, with music, and it's just beautiful. But what a wonderful thing to add to your performances.
It's something we've been wanting to do for the first couple shows, and we've finally been able to do it for this show and hope to continue it in the future.
Wow, that's great. I think that'll be fun.
Yeah.
Now, do they have to speak any slower, or it's just business as usual?
The actors really don't know which performances the ASL interpreters are at. The interpreters have a script that they can follow along, and they've already studied almost probably as much as our actors have, where they're going through and they know where all the different places in the lines are, and they're ready to go. And then they'll have to just listen out for changes.
For if you make a mistake initially, it's okay, it won't matter. Well, that is exciting. I know that's one thing I never thought about, really. I mean, I don't have anyone in my family who is deaf or hard of hearing, so I think that's wonderful to include that.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it.
Including everyone. That's great. And I know we were talking about the money from the grants. I know you have community support, sale of tickets and T-shirts and things like that, but it's so nice to have that statewide money brought in, and y'all are going after that. That's not something they just hand you. You have to apply for it.
You do have to apply for it and go through several rounds of interviews for some of these.
Oh, okay.
They also are looking, we had some people who gave us grants this last time who showed up for the show, Little Women, when we did it in the summer. So they are checking to make sure that their dollars are being well spent. And so far they've been pleased with it, judging by the fact they're giving us more money.
Well, if you do it well, then they're going to come back again. I think,
Well,
hopefully.
And that is our main goal. We want to put on a great show, and I want to teach all the way through these shows, teach people the acting and putting a musical together, and taking them a little bit out of their comfort zone, and having them stretch themselves to get into these roles.
Is that true? You have to. He will stretch you and make you a
Yeah.
little uncomfortable.
Definitely.
So you're in one of the musical theater classes.
Yes.
Do you have 2 different age groups? Is
I
that-
do,
Okay.
8 to 11, and then 12 and up.
Okay, great. What other kind of things do you have to? It's musical theater, so you sing, you act, you improv,
Yes, ma'am.
dance, any of that, or not so much?
I don't think anyone wants to see me dance.
You don't want to see me teach dance. We have other teachers to do the dancing.
All right. Somebody does choreography for the production. There is a little bit of that, I know, because, well, you're not the Beast, but Belle and the Beast, I know, have to dance, so that'll be great.
He actually, I believe in his role as Gaston, dances maybe more than Belle or the Beast.
Oh, wow.
Because a lot of the dancing in the show is dancing around them or dancing about
Okay.
them. And so Belle and the Beast, that's a pivotal dance. But really, that's the only time I think that they dance. Every other major dance, they're not in.
Oh, my.
Because it's the townspeople, it's the ensemble. The ensemble is on stage a tremendous amount of
okay.
time. And you have all of that rehearsal going on.
Wow. Well, we've got about a minute left. I know Celia Blanchard plays Belle.
Yes.
Is that correct? And the Beast is?
Michael Giddens.
Michael Giddens. Okay. Well, I just can't wait to see this. This will be so much fun. Do go online and buy your tickets, or buy them at the door if you want to. And there it is, 21st, 22nd, 23rd, 29th, and 30th at 7 p.m. at B.B. Comer High School. Tickets are $15. Okay.
Yes.
That'll be great. I can't wait to see this. This is going to be so much fun.
Well, thank you so much.
This is great. Well, let's see. Anything else? We've talked about who's in it, talked about when it is. Y'all are still rehearsing a lot, I'm sure.
Oh, yes. Yes, we are. And building a lot backstage. The sets are all coming together, and so we've still got a lot of work to do before opening night.
Right. Well, you have just a little bit of time, so I won't keep y'all any longer. But thank you, Michael and Patrick, for being with me today, and thank you for joining me on Library Connection. And go buy your tickets for Beauty and the Beast.